Welcome, curious minds. Today we're diving deep into a collection that promises to really shake up your plate. Hungry girl. 200 under 200.
Mm.
200 recipes under 200 calories by Lillien.
Hmm.
Our mission, to sort of unearth the core philosophy behind guilt-free eating, maybe uncover some surprising facts, and, extract those aha moments that can change how you think about food.
Yeah, and this isn't just, another cookbook sitting on your shelf. It's
Hmm.
more like a blueprint for a really unique, sustainable way of eating.
Right.
Lisa Lillian, she's very open about not being a doctor or a nutrition professional. She just loves to eat. And she launched Hungry Girl way back in 2004.
Wow, that long ago.
Yeah, it started as just a free daily email, but it just exploded, really, reaching over 750,000 people every day with food finds, news, and, yeah, those famous guilt-free recipes.
And what we really want to explore today is how this collection lets you eat well without feeling, deprived, showing that delicious and diet-friendly, they aren't opposites. Exactly. It's all about understanding a lifestyle. Something fun, satisfying, sustainable, something that really works for you, like
Well,
forever.
So moving beyond that idea of a temporary diet.
Precisely. No magic bullets here, just
Yeah.
practical ways for long-term enjoyment and well-being, really.
Okay, let's unpack this core idea then. 200 calories, it's right there in the title. What's the significance? Why that specific number? It sounds very intentional.
Oh, it is. It's quite clever, actually. The 200-calorie mark, it's not random. It's sort of a psychological and physiological sweet spot.
Okay.
The strategy is built around eating smaller, more frequent meals, mini meals, you could call them, or substantial snacks throughout the day. And each one hovers around that 200-calorie target.
Ah, okay.
And this approach, it does a few key things. It helps stabilize your blood sugar, your energy levels, prevents those big dips that make you crave everything in sight.
Right, the energy crash.
Yeah. By consistently giving your body fuel, you avoid getting too ravenous, which is, let's be honest, when we make most of our unhealthy choices.
So it's less about drastic calorie cutting and more about consistent, mindful eating, making sure you feel satisfied and energized, not deprived.
So it's not about being hungry all the time. It's more like strategic fueling to keep everything balanced, body and mind. Avoid those desperate snack moments.
Precisely. And the main goal for every single Hungry Girl recipe is, well, twofold. First, it has to taste amazing. Flavor is absolutely key.
Non-negotiable.
Right. And second, it keeps fat and calories low without messing up that taste experience. A huge part of this is focusing on high fiber counts.
Fiber, right. Important.
Yeah, fiber's great for digestion, obviously, but it's crucial for satiety, too. It slows digestion, adds bulk, makes you feel fuller, longer.
Okay.
And the book is incredibly transparent. Full nutritional info, carbs, sugars, protein, so you can easily see if it fits your needs. They're also big on flexibility, substitutions. Totally fine. Just, be aware the taste and nutrition might change a bit.
That transparency is huge. Okay, this sounds like some kind of kitchen magic. How does she actually do it? Achieve these guilt-free versions? It feels like it must be all about clever swaps and specific products.
You've basically nailed it. The genius is in what I'd call strategic substitution and also ingredient repurposing.
Ingredient repurposing, I like that.
Yeah. The book relies heavily on readily available but carefully chosen light and fat-free versions of common stuff. Instead of just rattling off brands, let's think about the types of swaps they made.
But good idea, the strategy behind it.
Okay, so for dairy, think fat-free liquid egg substitutes, maybe light soy milk instead of the full-fat stuff. For cheeses, it's all about fat-free and reduced fat options. You see brands like Kraft or Sargento mentioned often. Fat-free cream cheese, too, but specifically the kind in a tub, not the block. That texture matters.
Ah, okay. Interesting distinction.
Yeah. And light whipped butter or buttery spreads replace regular butter. It's not just cutting fat, it's keeping that mouthfeel and flavor, especially where dairy is important.
Right, replicating the richness. What about sweetness
Yeah.
and texture? Those seem like the hard parts in low-cal cooking.
Totally. For sweetness, you see sugar-free pancake syrups, no-calorie sweeteners like Splenda. But here's where the repurposing really, shines. Fiber One brand cereal, the original kind.
Fiber One, the cereal.
Yep. They grind it up into breadcrumbs. It becomes this secret weapon for low-calorie crusts, coatings, in their faux frying recipe.
No way, faux frying.
Yeah, it lets you get that satisfying crunch of fried food, but without all the fat and calories. It's brilliant.
That is fascinating. It's not just a substitute. It's like rethinking the ingredient entirely.
Exactly. And another staple for low-carb, low-cal bulk. House foods, tofu shirataki noodles, especially the fettuccine and spaghetti shapes. Super versatile for pasta
You
dishes.
guys, shiitake, yeah.
And for that creamy dessert feeling, cool whip-free, fat-free Ready Whip. They pop up all the time. Shows that a little whip makes things feel decadent without the guilt.
Wow.
Oh, and get this. They even suggest looking in the baby food aisle for freeze-dried fruit, like Gerber mini fruits. Concentrated flavor, guilt-free snacking, thinking outside the usual grocery aisles.
That's wild. Okay, I'm seeing the pattern. Figure out what makes a dish satisfying. Creaminess, crunch, sweetness, whatever, and find the lowest becquerel, lowest fat way to deliver that feeling. But is it hard to find all these specific light products? Maybe more expensive?
That's a fair question, a really practical one.
Yeah.
While they do list brands, most of these light and fat-free things are pretty common now. You find them in most regular supermarkets.
Okay.
Cost-wise. Sometimes maybe a tiny bit more for specialty stuff, but often it's negligible,
Yeah.
especially when you think about the health benefits, maybe saving money on less healthy prepackaged diet foods.
True.
The Hungry Girl approach kind of trains you to look for these alternatives. So you start spotting them, adding them to your regular shopping. There's a bit of a learning curve at first, sure, but it gets easier. And this smart thinking extends to how they're used. Grinding that fiber one for breadcrumbs. It's not just for crispy tuna croquettes or those HOT hot boneless buffalo wings. It's a masterclass in getting textures you want, like crispiness, with way less fat and fewer calories than deep frying.
That leads us perfectly into the recipes themselves. The book covers so much ground, starting with a whole chapter on morning minis. What were some of the most, creative breakfast options you found? Ones that really show this philosophy?
Oh, the morning minis chapter is great for that. It turns everyday breakfast into something low-cal, but still fun, like the Fab 5 banana pancake minis. You get 5 pancakes for under 200 calories.
Oh, okay.
It's partly portion control, sure, but also the ingredients allow for that volume. Another good one is the spinach, tomato, feta, and egg wrap attack. It's their leaner take on a popular coffee shop wrap.
Ah, like a Starbucks wrap.
Sort of, yeah. Their version is 168 calories. Compare that to an original, maybe 240 calories, 10 grams of fat. It really shows how they deconstruct and rebuild favorites.
And I think I saw something about French toast made from hot dog buns. Is that right? That sounds wild.
It is, absolutely. The cinnamon vanilla French toast nuggets, they cleverly turn hot dog buns into a sweet breakfast. It's a perfect example of that no food left behind idea and finding unexpected uses for things.
Wow.
And the book even throws in a fun chew on this fact there. Explains that in France, French toast is pain perdu, lost bread, because it was a way to use up stale bread. Kind of echoes that whole resourceful cooking spirit.
That's a cool connection. Okay, moving past breakfast. There's a section on scoopable salads. What makes these different? Because, regular salads can sometimes be calorie bombs with the dressing and extras.
Good point. These aren't just greens and dressing. Scoopable salads are designed to be really satisfying, flavorful, but without relying on heavy dressings or high-calorie ingredients.
Okay.
The most famous example probably is the I can't believe it's not potato salad. They use cauliflower instead of potatoes.
Cauliflower for potato salad.
Yep. And the swap slashes the fat like crazy. A normal potato salad can have nearly 30 grams of fat per cup, the Hungry Girl version. Just 1.25 grams of fat for 2/3 of a cup.
Whoa, that's a massive difference.
It is, and it's not just the numbers, it's the texture mimicry. They actually dare you to serve it to friends without saying it's cauliflower, because the texture and flavor are surprisingly close.
That is brilliant. It's about the experience of the food, not just its name.
Exactly. It taps into that psychological side of eating. If you feel like you're eating something familiar, something comforting, you're more likely to stick with it, right?
Makes sense.
Another interesting one is the veggie-loaded tropical crab salad. Sweet, tasty, uses real or imitation crab. And it comes with an HG trivia tidbit, too, about the word crabby coming from Old English crabba, meaning to scratch or claw.
Oh.
It's these little bits of info that make the recipe stick with you more, make it more fun.
Okay, now, the big one for a lot of us. Indulgences. A 200-calorie lifestyle sounds like saying goodbye to desserts, right? But this book has chapters like shivering sips, sweet stuff, even, cupcake.
Yeah.
How do they make genuinely guilt-free desserts that feel like a real treat?
This is where Hungry Girl, I think, really redefines indulgence. They show again and again you absolutely can enjoy sweet stuff without blowing your goals.
Okay, I'm listening.
Take the gooey cinnamon rolls with cream cheese icing. Sounds decadent, right? It clocks in at just 126 calories per roll.
126 for a cinnamon roll with icing. How?
Well, it's usually a mix of things. Reduced fat ingredients in the dough, maybe a lighter cream cheese for the icing, portion control. They basically engineer the recipe from scratch to get maximum flavor for minimum caloric density.
And I saw things like 104-calorie creme brulee and top banana bread. Creme brulee seems impossible to make light.
It's all about those strategic substitutions and, yeah, portion sizes. For the creme brulee, you're probably looking at light dairy, maybe sugar substitutes, focusing on that distinct flavor and texture,
Yeah.
but without all the heavy cream and sugar.
Right.
The top banana bread is another amazing example. One slice is just 140 calories, but it has almost 4 grams of fiber. Compare that to an average slice, easily 326 calories, 12 grams of fat.
Wow. Okay.
It's not just a little tweak. It's a total rethink of the recipe to fit that guilt-free idea. You see that kind of transformation all through the sweet stuff chapter.
It really sounds like they're reverse engineering popular recipes, finding the low-calorie essence.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And just for fun, there's a whole chapter called Fun with Cool Whip Free. Creative stuff like Miracle Mousse, a 2-ingredient dessert, or the Gimme Some More sandwich.
2 ingredients. Nice.
Yeah. It shows how even super simple ingredients, used creatively, can make delightful low-cal treats that hit that sweet spot. It proves indulgence isn't about high calories, it's about satisfying your taste buds.
You know, one thing that really makes this more than just recipes is how they weave in those chew on this facts and HG fast facts. It's not just cooking, you're kind of learning as you go.
Exactly. Those little tidbits are a key part of this whole deep dive experience. They're entertaining, sure, but more importantly, they give you context. They highlight the often surprising impact of smart food choices versus what we just assume.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, the butternut hash browns recipe. They point out that a side of regular hash browns from a diner could easily be 12 grams of fat, 200 calories, their version, 104 calories, and just 3 grams of fat.
That's a huge difference for something maybe you wouldn't even think of as that heavy.
Right, and the bacon and cheese bell pepper skins has a similar eye-opener.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it states clearly. A typical restaurant appetizer of potato skins, even if you split it, you could be looking at 300 calories, 17 grams of fat for just 3 little pieces. But they're bell pepper skins. Only 119 calories and 5.5 grams of fat for 2 pieces. You get that satisfying taste, that experience, without the usual caloric hit. These facts just hammer home the value of understanding ingredients, knowing where calories hide, making those conscious swaps. It demystifies food, helps you make informed decisions.
Definitely.
And we shouldn't forget those lists. Hungry Girl's recommended products, Hungry Girl staples. They're vital because they give you a concrete guide. They make sure that you, the listener, can actually replicate these recipes confidently and get similar guilt-free, tasty results. No guesswork. It builds your toolkit for eating this way.
So, wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener, moving forward? This deep dive into Hungry Girl Under 200, it really reveals a whole philosophy of eating well that puts taste and satisfaction first. It proves pretty emphatically that guilt-free does not mean flavor-free.
Absolutely. It's way more than just counting calories. It's about empowering you to make informed choices, to understand the real impact of ingredients, and to creatively adapt the foods you love to fit a healthier lifestyle you can actually stick with.
Yeah.
The book just excels at turning everyday stuff, often with simple swaps, into surprisingly delicious low-cal meals.
Yeah.
It really makes you think differently about what's already in your pantry.
We've definitely seen how simple swaps and smart prep can totally transform meals and snacks, opens up this whole world of possibilities for eating well, mindfully, without feeling like you're missing out.
Indeed. It's about understanding that art of, like, culinary illusion and smart engineering. So consider this.
Yeah.
If Hungry Girl can re-engineer classic dishes to deliver the same satisfaction with way fewer calories, how many other food rules or assumptions are maybe holding us back from eating in a way that's both enjoyable and sustainable? What familiar dish could you maybe reinvent in your own kitchen? Give it a fresh, guilt-free look, not by cutting out taste, but by being, ingeniously selective with your ingredients.
That is a fantastic question for you to chew on until our next deep dive.